Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is a pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 24th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. This is a video for paying subscribers at chartingthemarkets.substack.com, and it's published on YouTube after a delay of 24 hours. All right, I'm going to be doing a post today. Apologies for I didn't manage to get the post-market charts out yesterday, and I'm not quite as prepared this morning because I've been having some internet issues. So hopefully this is extremely temporary. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I managed to get back on in time, as I wasn't sure I would. So let's have a look. Okay, in terms of the historical stats this week, we've been doing pretty well. We had a down day on Wednesday. We had an up day yesterday. I was saying yesterday morning that I was thinking that we were going to retest the highs, all-time highs on SPX and keys by the end of the week, and we're looking pretty damn good to do that today. That gives us a topping setup. It gives us we've already got the new high on ES. I'm expecting to see it on SPX today, and we're in a position where we could set up some 60-minute sell signals, which I would like to see form today for ideally a move down starting over the weekend into Monday. We will see how it goes, but I would note that on Monday we have a bearish leading day. On Wednesday we have a bearish leading day, neutral on Tuesday, bullish on Thursday, and leaning slightly bullish on Friday. So overall we've got a bearish leading week next week, and if we are going to start playing out these double tops, that would be a very good time to do that. So we will see how it goes, but we're just waiting for RTH to start really to make the new all-time high on SPX. I'm expecting to see that today. I'm expecting to see it on Qs today. RTY, decent shot at making a retest of the high. YM is coming back in for another high retest, having already done the retest of the retest. All of these are in a position where we could see 60-minute sell signals form today, and that's what I would like to see form. On DAX, still wondering about a possible retest of the high, but it's looking a little far away. ESTX has already done it, and we've got a nice looking double top there too. So we've got pretty decent looking topping patterns, really almost across the board. Looking at, hang on, let's have a look at those on the bigger picture charts. Okay, let's have a look at the daily chart, where obviously we've managed to spend 4 days now, which are above the daily middle band, having retested that on Wednesday. On the hourly chart, no current divergence, but obviously what I was talking about earlier in the week, and I'll be doing another post following that up today, but what I was talking about was basically a retest of this high, and then very possibly, and we've got an inflection point there, we could continue higher, but it's a very nice looking double top setup, and I'm thinking we may well actually just head down and do a larger retracement. That would seem the obvious thing to do. We will see whether we get it. Looking at SPX, pretty close to the retest of the highs yesterday, and I think looks pretty obvious we're going to make that today. Qs, the same. Dire, probably see another retest this high. This would set up a nice looking nested little double top. Looking at IWM, we've got a 15-minute sell signal fix. No, not quite. No, we didn't quite make that. But this is broken up over declining resistance. I am wondering whether we're going to see another retest of the high here today. Not strictly necessary, but we could set up a nice looking little smaller double top there too. So that would improve the pattern setup here. On DAX, still struggling at the daily middle band, and obviously I'm thinking that we might see, weekly middle band, and I'm thinking we might see a break below. We're struggling at the daily middle band too. Tried to break below it, but I'm leaning towards, I'm thinking we may well be seeing a retracement start in the next few hours to a day. We will see. Looking at Nikkei, we've got a possible 60-minute sell signal, RSI 14 daily sell signal brewing, and I'm thinking we may well get a retracement there. We shall see. All right, great. Let's have a look at DX. Now, DX pulled back very slightly here. We've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed, hasn't made target yet, but I'm wondering if it might. Bigger picture, though, we haven't quite made the IHS target, and I'm still leaning towards this going higher. USD, we had a little buy signal, and that's made target. USD JPY. This really looks like a bull flag. We're pulling back a bit. We've got a 60-minute sell signal, which is fixed now. I'm thinking we see a bit of a pullback here, and then likely we go back and retest the high. Right, looking at ZB. ZB, we've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed here. Sorry. I've been struggling to get access to my charts this morning, so they're not as updated as they usually are. Because normally I've pretty much got all of these done and mostly saved by the time, but I haven't managed to do that today. All right, so we've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed on ZB, so we might see another retest of that high. On ZN, 60-minute sell signal has reached the possible near miss target. All right, so that could retest the high too. We will see. We're at a big inflection point on bonds here. I'm thinking the obvious next move would be down, but obviously, as always, it could be up. So we could see a break up through this level. CL, we've got a nice looking little top forming here potentially. We've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed. We've gone up higher on a bit of negative divergence, possible little double top here. HO hasn't quite retested the high, otherwise I'd be saying pretty much the same. Bob has retested the high, very nice looking at the level top, but again we retested on ongoing negative divergence. I'm leaning towards seeing a pullback here. On NG, the 60-minute sell signal has reached target, and we've got a little head and shoulders which is broken down with a target in about the 3.19 area. On GC, GC is broken down with a target, little level top with broken down with a target in the 3975 area. We will see how that goes. But this looks like a little bear flag forming stroke bearish consolidation from the low. But this isn't the interesting one. This is the interesting one. This is a very nice looking potential head and shoulders forming on silver. If we see a sustained break below the neckline, which is in about the 46.3 area, then we would have a target in about the 36 area. That seems kind of low, but watching with interest. The weak 60-minute buy signal reached the possible near miss target, has pulled back from that. Palladium, we may be forming a head and shoulders here too. Again, it would be very nice. The neckline is about 1380 at the moment, and obviously that could see us go down into about the 1050 area. Again, that seems a little stiff, but we'll see. Platinum, no obvious topping pattern forming here. We shall see. HG, we've got a 60-minute sell signal fix. I was thinking we'd retest the high. This is starting to look more like a flag if we see a pullback with a lower low and a test of the monthly pivot at 4.77. All right, KC. KC, we've got a 60-minute sell signal fix. Waiting to see if we can make it down to the trend line here. We did go back and retest this high. So hang on, bear with me a moment. I'm just going to see whether we actually made it back to my full retests on the chart here. So bear with me. I had a fairly specific target for this, which was I retested this high here, 4.41. Didn't quite make it, but might be close enough. Nice looking double top here. This could be. We're in the area where I'd be looking for a reversal. Ideally, we'd see a bit of a pullback here, then a retest the high, set up a daily RSI 5 sell signal, and then fail and go a little higher. But we could be close to a reversal here as part of that topping pattern. So we shall see. Sugar, 60-minute buy signal fixed. Still a nice looking bottoming setup, still hasn't actually gone up yet. CC has broken over the declining resistance here. This could, if this is a flag, and it's quite a nice rising megaphone here actually. This is a flag, this is a bearish overthrow. And we've got a 60-minute sell signal trying to fix here on CT. CT, we've got pullback here, kind of looks like a bull flag forming. As long as we don't see a break below the right shoulder low here, which is in the 63.2829 area, then I'm leaning towards this heading back up towards the target in the 65.7 area. Looking at lumber, lumber, Break below the monthly pivot. I think this is a bear flag, so the bear flag target would be down here in about the 561 area, I think. All right, looking at ZW. ZW, this looks like an overall bear flag forming. We've obviously made the IHS target now, and we've got retest to that high, and we'll have some nice negative divergence. Corn broken a little higher, leaning towards saying a retest of this high in the 431 area. We don't necessarily need to see that. On soy, we've broken up over this declining resistance. We've got a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed. Hasn't really developed into a decline yet. Might be looking for a retest of this high here in the 1060 area. Looking at ZL, this still looks like a bear flag forming. Live cattle, very possible bull flag forming. And HE, we've got a weak 60 minutes buy signal fixed, and we've got a very nice looking double bottom formed after a falling wedge has broken up. So this looks like bottoming action. We may break up from this double bottom next. All right, great. Let's have a quick look at questions. All right, great. Everyone have a great weekend, and take care. And I will catch you guys again on Monday if you don't see me in the bigger picture webinar on Sunday. Take care. Look out for the post today. I'll have one out in a couple of hours, internet permitting.